Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, and I want to say Shalom to Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Tariffs Could Crash the US Dollar. All right? Tariffs could crash the US dollar. And this comes from a Reddit article, primarily one of them. All right, and another one that I found that kind of goes along with it, and I wanted to go ahead and touch on them. Now, a couple days ago, I did make a lesson dealing with crash of the U.S. dollar and the implementation of a mark of the beast. All right, the mark of the beast, a digital system. Okay, for lack of a better word, a digital system. All right, aka the mark of the beast. And that lesson was called making tap to pay seem unsecure. And again, we're not stupid. All right, these devils act like we're complete morons or something, but we're not. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, if we're any type of fool, all right, we're fool for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's sake. All right, fool. Let's go and get that. It's right here, 1 Corinthians 4:10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but we are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Okay, so if we're any type of fool, it's not, we're not dumb, to the point where you think that, you're going to get one over on us. All right. Now, the people in the world, on the other hand, well, that's a different story, right? Those guys are dumb as shit. All right. These are the same people, that Biden can go on and say that he's going to, put an end to the Nord Stream pipeline, and they'll say, no, it wasn't him. These are the same devils that Bill Gates can go and talk about, control of a certain, type of thing that starts with pop, right, and ends with ulation. Okay, you got to be careful with our words on that one, okay, because they will take your shit down for that one. I've had it happen, I believe, on that. He'll say it right in a video, and because you can get the spider juice. All right, as I think who was that? I can't remember the brother's name. He was doing a lesson with Apostle Bar, but the spider juice, or the bug juice. All right, if you remember those when a couple years back they used to have those drinks. I used to get them when I was a kid. Bug juice. And talk about doing the whole ulation pop. All right, mix those words around. Control. All right, with the whole bug juice situation. And, it'll be right in front of everybody's eyes, and they still won't believe it. Or they'll put out the documentation, all right, about, bug juice and Capri Sun jammers and Kool-Aid jammers, right? And, what we're talking about. And if you're in the know, then you know. And they'll put all the documentation about it and, the harm, all right, that these Capri Suns and these chemicals and these bug juices, all right, and other juices, all right, and people won't believe it, all right? It could be right out in there, and they'll give you all, tell you about all the harmful effects of these chemicals, all right, and the bug juices and Capri Suns, wink, wink, nod, nod, all right, hint, hint, all right, and, people will drink them, and then all of a sudden they'll have all these, cardiological events, okay? Again, choosing my words very carefully, and people will say, oh, no, that's not the case. No, that's not the case. Let's go and get another pack of bug juice. Let's get another pack of Capri Sun, right? And you'll have all, you have, what's another event? Just all the rampant amount of lying and disinformation campaigns that these devils do into the people in the world. Yeah, you're right. You'll be able to get it over on them because they're dumb, okay? But we're not dumb, all right? If we're fools for Yahweh Shai, for Yahweh Shai, not to, common sense, okay? As you devils, have played into the lack of common sense. All right, well, common sense, here's the thing about it, ain't so common today, right? You've played into the lack of common sense these days, and you've pretty much controlled the mind of the people, the mind of the masses. These people that you meet out there on a day-to-day basis are really really, really dumb. And when I say they're really, really, really dumb, I mean like 10, 15 years ago, we knew that people were really fucking dumb. But like now, it's astonishingly so. It's to the point where like back then, if you had said how dumb people were gonna be, it'd almost be unbelievable. It's almost unfathomable how stupid, all right, the general population has become. It is perplexing, all right? I'm trying to find words here. It is absolutely perplexing, to say the least, how dumb these people have become. Like very low vibrational, very low intelligent beings. I mean, just like amoeba are smarter than these people, man. Like they're so dumb. Especially this young generation, these Gen Y and Gen Z kids, all right? Especially these females, and I hate to say it, but yeah, they're dumb, man. They're so dumb. They don't have a mind for themselves at all. They don't like music. They don't like movies. I was talking to this girl at my work, this coworker. I asked her, what's your favorite movie? She said, I don't know, whatever's on. I said, what about music? What type of music do you like? She's like, I don't know, whatever's popular at the moment. I'm like, well, what type of hobbies do you have? I don't really have any hobbies. Well, what do you do for fun? No, well, I kind of just go on my phone, It's like, what kind of, congratulations, Esau. Round of applause for Esau, man. He's done it. And he doesn't deserve no round of applause. I'm being facetious. All right, go and look up that word. I'm being facetious because it's all through Yahweh Shemi Shai that the devils were even allowed to do these things. All right? But they've these years of dumbing down society, with media and media, all forms of it, music, movies, TV, all right, video games. They've made these people to where they're essentially just a shell, all right? Just they can't think, all right, for themselves. They can't, do anything for themselves. They don't know how to cook. These women, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean, all right? They don't know how to please a man, all right? They don't know how to work, all right? They don't know how to have a conversation. Okay, all they know how to do is, scroll on TikTok and tap a button to text. That's it. They don't want to have phone calls anymore. These people don't even know how to have a phone call anymore. Okay, that's the other thing. At my job, these people don't know how to have a phone call anymore. 15 years ago, I'd be like, hey, how are you doing? Yada yada yada. Okay, yeah, I'm calling for this reason. Okay, how can I get this resolved? Yada yada yada. Okay, all right, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. It's not that. It's just, hello. Oh, hey, yeah, I had a question. Yeah, what is it? Blah, 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 blah. Insert dumbass fucking question here. Okay, anything I can help you with? What? They didn't even say bye. How am I supposed to know you're not even still on the line? How am I supposed to know? It's just, okay, yeah, that's good. And then you just hear, and you're like, what the fuck is this? They didn't even say, how am I supposed to know when you're done or not? Hello? Oh, they've hung up. All right, click. And it's people are dumb these days. But anyway, and that does, you might wonder why am I rambling about people's stupidity, because it really does play on the lesson today. People are so dumb. All right, society has gotten so stupid. Okay, unbelievably so. Okay, these people I can't even explain how dumb these people are. Let's just go ahead and just start with the lesson here. I'm actually read this one first because it touches on it, and then this is where we're really focusing on today. Now, it says that'll teach those libs, all right, because one of these dumb people, all right, the Kamala supporters are fucking dumb as shit, and then the Trump supporters are really dumb as shit, okay? They're really dumb as shit, all right? They're both stupid, but if I had to choose, Salakia for the dog again, if I had to choose who was generally probably the more intelligent person, and mind you, this is choosing between shit and then shit with corn in it. Okay, it's the same thing, just a little bit different, right, with the two different parties. But if I had to choose who's generally a little bit more intelligent, generally it happens, most of the time, it happens to be the Democrats happen to be just a little bit smarter, just a little bit, okay, just a little bit. And you may ask that, why is that? Well, they're smarter, they're just generally more wicked, all right? Now, Republicans have closer to, better ideas. There's not supposed to be Moes, all right? Women shouldn't be going and getting abortions, all right? You shouldn't have any of this weird, freaky shit in the schools, all right? The Bible should be being taught, not how they want to have it taught, like Christianity. They want to teach plantation Christianity, right? Certain things like that, but then they always also they want to ban critical race theory. They don't want to talk about slavery, all right? They're racists, right? But they're generally, but when it comes to things, they're usually pretty dumb, all right? They're pretty dumbed down, all right? A lot of, if you look at the southern states, all right, where the lack of the education comes from, all right. And the brothers, you know, down there, they're of course intelligent, but the general population over there is not so, all right. It's not so. So, but if you know, look at the liberals, generally they're more likely to have a better education, all right, and be able to, how do I want to say it? They're better to have a debate more formally, okay. You know, not necessarily the liberals, but the leftists, as far as the just leftists in general. All right, liberals on the other hand are kind of a different thing than liberals. Leftists and liberals are kind of the difference between the far right and then conservative. All right, there's a difference. So, right, you know, if you look at the political spectrum or the political compass, I had to slow down, or else I would have typed it all crazy. If you look at the political compass, okay, you have you know, this is what you have. You have the libertarian right, the libertarian left, authoritarian right, authoritarian left. So up here is where you're going to see people like Trump, Hitler, all right? You're going to see, you know, and right here, you can actually get, can we get the with leaders? I want the one with the leaders. One that I can actually see. Okay, so you're going to see over here, right? So you're going to have the far left, all right, and then liberal is generally that's like that's libertarian. Liberal, what side of the compass is liberal? I can't remember. Is it bottom left? Is a libertarian, but there it's deeper than that. So yeah, it's the bottom left. So you have the mid left, and then you have, you know, liberals. All right, the bottom left, and then so. And what I really wanted to get at, and this is a great picture right here, because going back. Right here, generally, you're going to have right here on the bottom left and right, okay? At the bottom left and right are all your dummies, okay? Your conservatives and your liberals, okay? Now you have the right and you have the left, but on the bottom left and bottom right now, if you look, all the leaders are generally, the big leaders that mattered, all right, are going to be at the top, okay? You're going to have Lenin, Stalin, all right, Pakistan, all these, that's Castro, they have China just as a whole. All right, but people like Xi Jinping, all right, people like what's his name, Kim Jong-un, all right, they're going to be up here on this authoritarian left, and then on the right you're going to have people like Reagan, Trump, all right, Bush, all right, and Hitler, all right, and all that, Russians, all right, that's where they are. That's where that power structure, the power is in the top left and right, all right, but the bottom, that's where you have all the dummies, all right, the sister fucking conservatives. And the red, blue, green, rainbow colored freaks, all right, down at the bottom here, in the bottom left. So this right here, liberals and conservatives, this is two sides of the same coin. Now these guys up here are completely different, okay? These guys are completely different. And the thing is that it's weird because conservatives that are down here generally like like the right that is up here, okay? But liberals, they like to stay in this little bubble. They don't like to go above here. Now they call this woke, but they don't, you know, that's anti-hierarchy and pro-innovation. But it's far left is generally more. That's not really. That's more authoritarian. Okay, it's more authoritarian. So let's see, brunch liberals. You have the centrists. I wish we could see this. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the communism, and you can see all of it down here. All right, and this is probably gonna have fascism somewhere linked up in here. Neo-Nazism. So yeah, like right here, you're gonna see that. So anyway, but that's besides the point. Let me grab a drink. Here you go. Libertarianism, centrism, authoritarianism, capitalism, mixed socialism. So you see it. But yeah, you know, mixed right here. You see Nazism and all that stuff. So they go and say, "Oh, you're far right," but Nazism's actually right here in the middle mix. So it's weird why they say far right for the Nazis. Doesn't make much sense. But nothing that they do ever really makes a whole lot of sense. Hitler right here wasn't even far right. Far right is somewhere completely different. So anyway, but these they're both dummies at the end of the day, but generally liberals tend to be a little bit more educated for whatever reason. All right, a lot of the time, at least they, you know, and college is an indoctrination machine, but it does give you some information out of it. You do learn some things. It's just that's to go there, you also have to be massively indoctrinated because that's what they're set up for. But the right is generally, you know, drinking beers, you know, rednecks. All right, they're just rednecks. A lot of the time, they're just rednecks. These conservatives are just rednecks, and they don't understand words. Okay, they're generally, you know, that's what the one thing I'll give the Democrats is they'll understand certain words. Okay, they know what tariffs are. They know what certain different things are. The conservatives, all right, the right, they don't really know what any of these words being used are. All right, so they're very easily to be persuaded and lied to because the lack of intelligence. All right, they're pretty fucking stupid most of the time. So right here, this is a you know, one of the clown memes. All right, the guy turning himself into a clown, getting worse and worse. And it says, "First, all those immigrants will be deported with our military. My eggs and vegetables will go up in price again, but it's no big deal." All right. Those tariffs against China will be effective anyway. I'll end up paying more for imports again, but it's no big deal. Then he'll put out, then he'll pull out of Ukraine. Russia will conquer Ukraine. China will conquer Taiwan, but that has nothing to do with us. And once Trump sells the country's intelligence secrets after committing more crimes, he'll make America great again. I just know it. And you see, man, it says the tariffs will increase prices on everything, not just imports. That's what tariffs do. Okay, so a lot of people voted for Trump because of the inflation. All right, they're sick of the inflation. They want inflation to go down, and inflation's going down. But because of the tariffs, everything else is going to go up. So it's not called inflation though. It's not called inflation though, right? So that's all that matters is that it's not called inflation. What else? It says, my favorite is, why are we spending money to help the Ukrainians when Americans are hoarding at home, as if there was any plan to spend money to help Americans anyway. It's true. You know? It says, look at this. What is this? Canceling the CHIPS Act. Once Taiwan is seized, China will control a critical bottleneck in the microchip production supply chain. That, combined with Trump canceling the CHIPS Act, will have the U.S. at the mercy of a new China-Russia world order. No, that's not how it's going to work, okay? It's not how it's going to work. Now, let's go and look at this CHIPS Act. What is the CHIPS Act? Okay, the CHIPS Act is, what exactly is the CHIPS Act? It says, the act establishes and provides funding for the creating helpful incentives to produce semiconductors, chips, for America Fund to carry out activities relating to the creation of incentives to produce semiconductors in the United States. Okay, well, yeah, well, the thing is that microchips are going to be used regardless, okay, because they're going to be used for the Mark of the Beast, all right, which is going to usher in that new world order, all right, well, at least, you know, as much as that's going to actually end up going out, because the Lord's going to stop it in its tracks, all right, with destruction, okay, because their whole new world order plan isn't going to go through as they plan, okay. But no, there is chips, all right? You're not going to, it's not this, you know, critical bottleneck in the microchip production supply chain. It doesn't matter, man. You're going to see there's going to be microchips one way or another, okay? So that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Watch, you'll see once they have chipping stations. It says, Ukraine is Europe's breadbasket. If the Europeans are paying more for food because Russia disrupted their supply chains, then chances are everything they do will be more expensive. So everything's just about to get more expensive everywhere, all right? Because, and there's going to be a lot of, and bear with me, I'm going to pause here. I don't know what that is, so bear with me. Door's ringing. All right, Slacky, we're back. So, anyway, can't remember necessarily where I was, but it says in the conservative sub, they are calling Democrats the real racists for pointing out that produce will be more expensive after all the deportation. So, you see it. These guys are, dumb. All right, conservatives are really dumb. All right, liberals are very dumb, but at least they have more common sense. See, the thing is that liberals are just, they're aware of all the wickedness that they do. They want women to be over men. They want to kill babies and stuff like that. But they generally, they understand that it's murder. They just try to cover it up. So they have more intelligence about what they do. Conservatives, on the other hand, they're the ones that are, hanging out at Bass Pro Shop. Now, this is a good poll right here. A tariff. What is the tariff? Why is this poll? Now, see, last summer, this poll here was only $100. Now, tell me why this one now is $200. I don't understand why that is. Well, that's because of the tariffs. All right, this poll right here is actually exported from China. What? So wait, this is Chinese made? Okay, first of all, what's a tariff? A tariff? A tariff? What do you call that? What is that? They don't understand those things. Wasn't Trump supposed to make the economy better? Wasn't he supposed to make it to where the inflation goes down? Well, yeah, the inflation did go down, but this isn't inflation. This is a tariff. What's the difference? What's a tariff? They don't understand. They're dumb. All right, they don't get it. All right, and that's Trump's big. See, they both pander, all right? Kamala and Trump both pandered to a certain demographic, all right? And Trump's demographic was pandering to dumb sister fucking hillbillies, all right? They don't understand what a tariff is or anything. Daddy Trump's gonna make America again. How's he gonna do it? I don't know. He has a idea of a plan, He has a concept of a plan, he said, And I did like how he danced that 45 minutes that one time on TV. But then you have these liberals on the other hand that are, they're pandering, Kamala's pandering to the homosexuals, the people want to chop off their wieners and get their titties removed and go on, testosterone and estrogen therapies and, just confused. That's who she's pandering to. So you have, both these groups. You got the fucking queers arguing against the fucking hillbillies, and it's just ridiculous. And they both look like this last image here. That's what they both look like, all right? They both look like a bunch of clowns, all right? But the thing is that you're fucked either way, man. You get Kamala and you're fucked, all right? You get Trump and you're fucked. It's hilarious, all right? There was no good choice in this election, all right? There was no good choice, and it's hilarious. So, either person who won would just be an awful choice. So it's not like you're going to get a good choice out of it. Now, I think, Kamala would be a little bit quicker to destroy everything fast because she's a woman. All right, but Trump, man, it's hilarious how this is already going. Like these liberals are mad. All right, they're fucking extraordinarily mad, and these conservatives are mad too because they don't understand any of the things that they voted for. So it's fucking hilarious. But anyway, I want to get a scripture after this thing right here because this is what we're talking about today. But I wanted to get this picture because get it out there while I could because they don't understand what these things are. Now, this guy, Fried Pickled Guy, right, says, and like with gas, once it goes up, talking about tariffs, this guy T-Pain, T-E-A Pain, right, says Walmart is preparing to raise prices in response to Trump's vow to place tariffs on all import goods. Way to go, MAGA idiots. You played yourself, right? Well, we just want inflation to go down. Well, inflation is probably will go down, maybe, all right, if it even does go down. But now Trump's going to fucking put tariffs on everything. So guess what? What's the number one export? What country is the number one exporter to America? Mexico and China. All right, but Mexico surpassed China in 2023. It was always China, but I guess it's Mexico now. So there you go. And as a matter of fact, I could grab almost anything off of anything that I have on this desk, and it's probably made in China, all right, or Japan. So there you go, man. And everything, almost every electronic. Guess what? iPhones. Guess what? iPhones right on the back of an iPhone. All right. Go get you the back of an iPhone. After this, I'm gonna grab a scripture because I've been talking too much. Right here. Let's get this. All right, you see what this says right here? Designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. Well, doesn't that mean it's made in America? No, it was designed on a computer. It needs to have these dimensions, but it was assembled and shipped out of China. Okay, so there you go. So iPhones, guess what? About to get more expensive. All right, Apple Watches, anything that Apple makes, it's all from China. Guess what? About to be very expensive. All right, speakers about to be expensive. Keyboards, laptops, all about to be very expensive. You know, we'll actually go and get that. Walmart. Let's see. What things will the tariffs increase the price on? Okay, we'll come back to that. So one of the comments here is the one that's, you know, through the spirit spurred this lesson. It says, and like with gas, right here, okay, it's this guy Snail Out that really said it. And like with gas, once it goes up, it won't come back down much, even if future leaders remove the tariff. So it's a permanent fucked situation. Trump's tariff plan, this is the inspiration, you know, through the Holy Spirit, of course, for the lesson today. Trump's tariff plan will at best trigger a recession and at worst trigger an economic collapse of the American dollar. But hey, at least the brown and transgender people are going to suffer, so it's okay with MAGA, all right, or with maggot, all right, as they call them, the maggots, okay? That's what they're saying. Stop fucking throwing in brown people and transgender, all right? Brown people and transgender people are different. Stop trying to fucking mix us all together, okay? You know, and I didn't really get much of the brownness, all right, but through my family line I am. But, you know, stop trying to fucking, you know, I should say minorities, quote unquote, as you like to call us. Stop fucking mixing us in together, all right? We're different. You know, oh, yeah, these refugees and also the gays that like putting wieners in butts. Yeah, they're just suffering so hard. Don't fucking don't combine. Those are two different people. Don't combine us, okay? Stop fucking combining us, okay? So I don't care. Well, Trump does hate you, but well, I don't give a shit. Don't combine us. Brown people and booty hole stuff don't need to be in the same sentence. All right. But let's go and get a scripture, okay? Because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we've seen this coming. You know, not necessarily the Trump doing it, but we've seen an economic collapse coming. All right. We've been talking about the collapse of the dollar for years now. Or of course, you know. And that's the apostles of Great Millstone that talked about it first. I'm not a part of Great Millstone, but that's who I learned from. Okay, they've been talking about it for years. In turn, anybody that's been watching them and teaching has been talking about it, you know, alongside of them as well. So, but these people don't see an economic collapse coming. Well, the economy has to collapse. All right, the dollar has to collapse for this whole Mark of the Beast system to be implemented. All right, because they're going to try to play it some way. Remember, you know, their words are always Their words were as smooth as butter, but war was in his heart, all right? Roughly paraphrasing. So they got to have a situation that happens where it makes it seem like they're helping you, but really they're destroying you. This is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So this word right here, sober, all right? I want to get that word sober and vigilant, all right? Sober, all right, and vigilant. All right, goes back to the words Nepho and Gregorio, all right? So this word sober, all right, Nepho means what? To be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit, to be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect, okay? So, circumspect. Be discreet, all right? Another word, what does it mean to be sober? What does it mean to be sober? We can get that. Is not being, no, not necessarily the alcohol, but it's, let's see. Sober-minded. Okay, what does it mean to be sober-minded? Yeah, well, this is great. It says, we do not allow ourselves to be captivated by any type of influence that would lead us away from sound judgment. Okay? Sober-minded. Free of influence of others and make clear judgments and behaviors. Not intoxicated by success or defeated by failure. They're not intoxicated by the world. All right. And I'm going to change this one up, but it says they are motivated and have hope because they are focusing on the grace that will be revealed in Yahushua HaMashiach, and they live with eternity in view. So there you go. And that's from generative AI. But that's a great one. And at least it links its references. Okay. So, and the first one, and the last one being the second to last one being the best, free of influence of others to be able to make clear in judgments and behavior and not intoxicated by the world. Okay. So being sober, all right, being, powered through Yahweh Shemiah Shai and not in this world, not, basking in worldly concepts. Okay. So that's what sober is. Okay. So not being influenced by the world. All right. Not, oh, everything's going to be okay. No, we don't believe you, devils. We don't believe you. Now, the word vigilant, all right, goes back to the word to watch. Okay. To watch. All right. To give strict attention to be cautious and active. Okay, so we got to be, strengthened through the power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai and be watchful. Why? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And, that's what these devils are doing. And Trump's part of it. Trump's going to help us. No, he's not. He's part of the whole, he's an insider, man. He's part of the whole system. He's going to break down the system. You're not, no. Okay? The fucking delivery guy, all right, for Pizza Hut is not going to crush the fucking Pizza Hut administration. No, that's not how it's going to work. He's part of it. He's an insider. All right. He was right there with Epstein. All right. He was right there with all these other wicked people. All right. Doing wickedness. All right. And, you think that he's just some good guy, and he's not. He's not a good guy. He's a politician. Well, no, he's a businessman. Well, he was, but now he's a politician. Okay. He's involved himself in politics, hence he is now a politician, okay? So, what is a politician? We know you don't like words.
Politician.
A person who is professionally involved in politics, especially as a holder or a candidate for an elected office. He's a politician now. Well, Trump's not a politician. He's a businessman. He's a politician now. He's involved in politics. He's a politician. Shut up, dummy. We know you don't know words, but geez. Don't you have... some steak to be grilling and MAGA hat to be wearing? Don't you have some, brown person to be, talking about? I'm glad that Trump's in because he's going to deport all these damn Mexicans. I'm sick of these motherfuckers coming up here. Give me a beer. Give me a Pabst Blue Ribbon and get me a cigarette. All right, don't you have that to be doing? You're here fucking trying to involve yourself in something that you have no idea of. Okay, you don't know about the mark of the beast. You say you're a Christian. You don't know anything about Christianity. You don't know anything about the Bible. You don't know anything about anything. All right, you don't even know about Christianity, which your little thing that you've made up. You don't even know about it. You don't know how it's loosely based upon the Bible. Okay, you don't even know that your depiction of who you call Jesus Christ is an inaccurate depiction. Okay, you don't know any of those things. You don't know that the Bible says. You don't know anything that the Bible says. All right, and you don't know it says, "He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity." You don't know any of those things. You don't know any of those things. Okay, so, but through Yahweh Shemiah Shai, we're commanded to be sober and vigilant. So we're supposed to be not influenced by outside things in the world. All right, and we're supposed to be being watchful. Watchful of what? Things like this. Okay, because we know the devil, the Esau. All right, it has tricks, man. He has a bunch of tricks up his sleeves, okay? And I got this just a couple days ago, but when you're doing lessons like this, you have to get it, all right? I try to get new and original scriptures that we don't use a lot, but the nature of the lessons is that, some scriptures are going to recycle themselves quite a bit. And this one I just had to get. I wasn't originally going to put it in here, but I put it in here because you just had to get it. So 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, lest Satan should get advantage of us. I'll read up in verse 10. It says, to whom ye forgive anything, I forgive also, for if I forgave anything, to whom I forgave it, for your sakes forgave I it in the person of Hamashiach, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know these devilish tricks, all right? We know his little, his cunningness. We know how he does his things, okay? We know how he talks. We know about his double speak. Yeah, you didn't know that we knew about that, did you? Right? Like, Dave Chappelle said, yeah, didn't know that we knew about that, huh? Grape juice, or juice. Yeah, that's what it was, but, you didn't know that we knew about that, did you? and know about that double speak. All right, and you can go and look up what double speak is. Double speak, not double speak. But double speak is a term for language that is used to deliberately mislead or confuse people by obscuring, distorting, or reversing the meaning of words. Double speak examples. All right. A euphemism, using a more palatable term to refer to something less pleasant. For example, downsizing instead of layoffs. Okay. Ambiguity, using language that is intentionally unclear. For example, aids in the prevention of. Okay. So inversion of meaning. Okay. Using language to intentionally reverse the meaning of something. For example, the State's Department use of unlawful to arbitrary deprivation of life instead of killing. Okay. So, let's cycle back around. So this quarter, we are going to be looking into some downsizing. Now, ultimately, that is going to aid in the prevention of unlawful and arbitrary deprivation of life. So you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? And all they want to say is, yeah, look, coming up, we're going to have some layoffs, okay? And it's gonna, stop, okay, people from being killed. Okay, that's it. All right, jargon, using technical language that can be difficult to understand. Pre-owned or reconditioned cars, non-performing assets, or non-performing credits at bank. All right, let's get a sentence. Okay. Amaze your friends with this incredible item instead of you might want to buy this item. Best meal ever instead of really good food. All right, and those are smaller examples, but they get deeper than that. You won't even be able to understand these dudes. Okay. Weasel words, double speak. I want to get can we get a sentence? We'll go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT knows how to do it. Using double speak. Give me some sentences fuck you, brain's just all over the place. Give me some sentences that describe, that make something bad sound good, and also give me the real meaning underneath. Make 10 of these. Here we go, double speak. We are streamlining our workforce to enhance efficiency. Real meaning? People are getting laid off. This product contains trace amounts of natural flavors. Real meaning? It's mostly artificial. That's the other thing. Natural flavor in general is disingenuous. Okay, because natural flavors come from something that's natural, but they're natural flavors. They take an orange, they extract some things out of it, chemically synthesize it, and then put it in there, and they call it a natural flavor because it's flavored like something that's natural, but it's not. What's another one? We've experienced an unplanned rapid disassembly during testing. Real meaning? It blew up. There may be intermittent service interruptions as we upgrade our systems. Real meaning, the system's going to be down a lot. We're offering flexible pricing options. The real meaning, we're raising our prices, right? This operation caused collateral damage in the vicinity. Civilians, real meaning, civilians were harmed or killed. Your request is being carefully reviewed for our future consideration. Real meaning, it's been rejected or ignored. Okay. Our products offer a user-guided experience. There's no tech support. You're on your own. That's what that really means. So we don't need to continue on. You see it. But that's what these devils do. They think that we don't know what they're meaning. All right, their true meaning, and that's what they do. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Through like I said before, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we're not dumb to these things. All right, we're not ignorant of these things. All right, of your devices. Your devices being your actual devices that you've created, the ways you move, the way you move, the way you walk. Right? We're not ignorant to those things. Okay, we know how you move, devil. All right, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, we know what you do. You cover up your name, who you are, who we are, what the people are, what the lands are, where you got it, all these different things. All right, as Street Teacher says, you lied about the lies that you lied about. All right, that's what you do. You just lie and cover things up. All right, it's the litter box, the litter box method. Right, you know, take a big old shit, and then when people are aware of the shit, just cover it up. All right. Oh, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. There was never a shit here. We know what you do, man. All right, we know what you do, and Trump's trying to play it off like the tariffs are a good thing. They're gonna help society. You know, we're gonna make America great again. Everything's gonna be back to normal. No, bullshit, man. No, you're not gonna. No. And if you do make things good, it's only because there's gonna be, for when they shall say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction shall come. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. So, that's if things do go good, it's only for things to get worse. All right. So we're not stupid, man. So let's go ahead and get so you see it right here. The Economic Times says with potential increases of up to 100% on Chinese goods and imports from other trading partners. So how much is the price? iPhone 16. All right. That's a new one, right? So iPhone 16 is, we'll just say it's we'll say it's 1,100. Okay. So 1,100. All right. So double the price of that. That's 2,200, man. That's a lot of money for a phone. All right. If you see something that's $3,000 now, it's going to be $6,000. That's jeez. Trump has proposed tariffs between 60 and 100% on Chinese goods, and a tax between 10 and 20% on every product imported from all U.S. trading partners. So even if they're U.S. trading partners, they're still going to be having a 10 to 20. Because guess what? Anywhere that anything's imported, because we want everything to be made in the USA. Everything made in the USA fucking sucks. Okay, it's not good. It's garbage. That's why everybody buys things that are made out. Okay, and you say, oh, things that are made in China are garbage. Some. If you buy something expensive from China, it'll probably be good. If you buy cheap shit from China, yeah, cheap shit's gonna be cheap shit anywhere. All right, it's gonna be cheap shit in China. It's gonna be cheap shit in Pakistan. It's gonna be cheap shit in America. It's gonna be cheap shit in Japan. It's gonna be cheap shit in Mexico. But expensive shit is expensive shit everywhere except maybe India. All right, because all their shit's made like shit. So, and it's just, and who do you have? These blue-collar dummies, all right, that don't even probably understand and know what a tariff is, all right, that are voting for him, okay? It says Trump's tariffs would cost the average U.S. household about $2,600 per year, okay? So there's $2,600 more dollars out of your pocket per year, at minimum, right? So, we know, and you're standing there, looking like you just shit your drawers and you fucking grinning, I'm gonna make it great again. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. You're a lie. All right. Let's get Proverbs 14 and 15. See if, all right. Proverbs 14 and 15. All right. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. All right. And that's, a lot of the people in the world they're simple. All right. Simpletons, which really means an idiot. All right. An idiot. If you look up that word simple, archaic form of simple definition. You got to go on the offensive version, right? It'll be down at the bottom here, right? Offensive and dative, right? Having an intellectual disability, being dumb. Well, he's quite simple, all right? Very simple. Oh, he's quite simple, that one, all right? And they still use that over in English, England a lot, I believe. They use terms like daft, too, all right? Oh, he's quite daft, isn't he? All right? But that's you. You believe everything. Trump says something, you believe it. Biden says something, you believe it. All right, Kamala says something, you believe it. Why would the government lie? Why wouldn't they lie? Why would they tell you the truth? For what reason should they ever tell you the truth? Why would they tell you the truth? It's not in their best interest. We're really here to destroy everything, and I'm here to make more money. All right, I'm just a puppet. I'm a shill. All right, for the Jewish banking. No, they're not gonna come out and tell you what they're really doing. Proverbs 2 and 6, for the Lord giveth wisdom, Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. And through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we've been given this. Okay, but people in the world have not. Okay, that's why we're blessed by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're not being proud about it. All right, we could have been out in that world too, but he blessed us. Okay, and are we generally more intelligent in this truth? Yes, you have to be intelligent. You can't be in this truth and be a fucking idiot. All right, that's not how it works. Okay, and you can see, go get any brother. All right, and then compare them to a person of the world, and you're gonna see, wow, you know, the intellectual, what's the word I'm looking for? Gap. All right, I guess for lack of a better word, I was looking for a different word, but the intellectual gap between those two individuals is going to be, you know, just astounding. Okay, you're going to have a person that believes everything that they're told, all right, compared to a person that does research and doesn't believe everything initially as they're told. Okay, we do research over here. We look up words, all right, and that's also through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, through the Holy Spirit, how we're able to understand this truth, because we look in the Bible and read it as it's written and read up and read down. Because you devils will try to say, well, see what this is really saying. No, you can see what it says right there. It's just you don't want it to say that. So you say, okay, well, no. So when the Lord says, you know, that Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So what he's saying is not that he does hate, because the Lord doesn't hate. The Lord is love. So what he's saying is that he loved Jacob so much that in sheer comparison, that Esau seemed unloved, but Esau was indeed loved, but he loved Jacob so much that in comparison, it made him look unloved. Now shut the fuck up. That's a real breakdown I've heard before. All right, and I believe we did a lesson on here about it. That's not the case. It said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. It says he hated him right there, right there. You know, God, you know, has changed in ways from the Old Testament. You know, I change not. I change not. You know, let's go and get that. Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Well, you know, so the Lord, when he said he changed not, really, he did change his mind about that as well. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. All right? We have the wisdom and you don't. Verse 6. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. And we're trying our best, right? We're pursuing righteousness, okay? It says, he keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. So there you go. Right here, we got to get verse 9 too. It says, well, actually, got to get a couple of these. Then, verse 9, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things. So, yeah, we'll leave off on that one. You know, you can continue reading on. Of course, it's great all the way down. But yeah, man, so through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we have wisdom, all right? The simple, they just believe everything, all right? Like it says, the simple believeth every word. They just believe everything. You tell them, oh, we're going to make America great again. Ooh, he's going to make America great again. Woohoo! You know, and you have Kamala, you know, we're going to give sex changes to prisoners. Oh my gosh, that's what we've been wanting. It's fucking ridiculous, you know? It's ridiculous. And, but hey, you're simple, so you're going to believe it. You don't look anywhere else but right in front of you, okay? You only got tunnel vision. You can only look. He said he's going to do it. He must do it. What if he lies? He wouldn't lie. Why wouldn't he? Well, because he just wouldn't. He has nothing to gain from it. He has everything to gain from lying. All politicians do. Well, he wouldn't. Daddy Trump would not lie to us. You fucking dummies. All right, 1 Corinthians 2:15. But he that is spiritual, let's go to verse 14. Let's go to verse 13, 12. 12, we'll start at 12. You can go up more than that, but we'll go with 12. In verse 12, it says, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh. And we can't boast or be boastful because all the things that we know has been given to us freely by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? In verse 13, it says, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth. We're not speaking according to man's wisdom, right? But which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. For whom hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of a Mashiach, all right, through that spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? But these devils, man, they're devils, all right? They're going to keep on doing devilish shit, and they're little lackeys, right? They're little minions, all right, for lack of a better word. They're minions are going to keep on falling after them like they're like he's going to do something good, right? Like they're going to get a good boy sticker or something. Fucking dumb, all right? And these tariffs proposed by Trump could absolutely crash the U.S. dollar, okay? Because it's going to be, everything's going to be so expensive, and the dollar is going to be worth so little that it's just not going to work, all right? But lo and behold, a new currency arises, all right? The digichip, all right? With the digidollar, all right? And all you got to do to use the digidollar, all right, is convert, the rest of your money into it, all right? And if you get the digichip, all right, it's a little tiny device that goes into your wrist. Then guess what? First time you get it, it's a $1,000 bonus, all right? $1,000 just to get it. Woo, free $1,000. Oh my gosh, the economy's booming. It's like a stimulus check, right? Not that it's going to be called the digidollar or the digichip, but it is gonna usher the way into this mark of the beast, okay? It is absolutely going to do it. And the mark of the beast, get the scripture for that, and we'll close out on that. Okay, we'll close out on this. It says, Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's that microchip, all right? That microchip implant, all right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. There you go. So if you don't have it, you ain't going to be able to buy groceries or do nothing. And that could all happen if these tariffs, that could all happen soon if these tariffs end up crashing this U.S. dollar. It's going to happen regardless, but it could happen sooner than, we thought, if these tariffs end up being a big bursting pot, all right, or however you want to call it, all right, a pot of oil that comes down and ruins this Esau's castle, right? So that's been the lesson. Tariffs could crash the U.S. dollar. We just got to wait and see. I'm going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakdash. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.